The World Cup's legacy, stadium conversions and reuse. The World Cup's legacy, stadium conversions and reuse. The World Cup is the biggest sporting event on the planet, drawing hundreds of millions of viewers and billions of dollars in revenue every 4 years. Countries are often redefined by their hosting of the event, showcasing their culture, infrastructure, and overall progress. However, while the stadiums built for the World Cup may host some of the most exciting soccer matches in the world, their usefulness is often fleeting. Once the World Cup ends, these stadiums can become financial burdens on their host countries, as they sit empty for months or even years until another event is held. That's why many host countries have begun to search for ways to transform their World Cup stadiums into something more sustainable, useful, and ultimately profitable. One of the most popular ways that World Cup stadiums have been repurposed is to use them as venues for other sporting events. This can range from smaller events such as high school football games, to larger events such as concerts and international music festivals. Hosting these events in the World Cup stadiums not only brings in revenue for the host country, but also helps to keep the stadiums in good condition and open for use. For example, the Arena de São Paulo, which was built for the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, was transformed into the home stadium for the São Paulo Football Club after the World Cup. The stadium is also used for other events, including concerts and trade shows, ensuring that it is a valuable asset to the community. Another strategy for repurposing World Cup stadiums is to convert them into cultural centers, museums, or other public spaces. The most famous example of this is the Maracanã Stadium in Rio de Janeiro, which was originally built for the 1950 World Cup, and then renovated for the 2014 World Cup. After the World Cup, the stadium was transformed into a cultural center and sports complex, featuring a museum and sports facilities for the community. The Maracanã complex has become a popular destination for tourists and residents alike, showcasing the rich history of Brazilian soccer while also providing space for various cultural events. In addition to these more traditional repurposing strategies, some countries have gotten creative with how they reuse their World Cup stadiums. For example, the Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban, South Africa, was built for the 2010 World Cup, and has since been transformed into a thrilling adventure destination. Visitors to the stadium can go on a skycar ride to the top of the arch of the stadium, which offers panoramic views of the city and the ocean beyond. The stadium also hosts the Big Rush Urban Zip Line, which allows visitors to zip line across the stadium from one end to the other. By turning the stadium into an adventure destination, Durban has created a truly unique attraction that draws visitors year-round and helps to boost the local economy. While repurposing World Cup stadiums can be a great way to keep them in use and generate revenue, it is not always an easy task. There are many challenges that must be overcome in order to successfully convert a stadium into something new. One of the biggest challenges is funding. It can be expensive to renovate a stadium and transform it into something else, and there may not always be enough public or private funding available. Additionally, some World Cup stadiums are located in remote areas or have limited access to transportation, which can hinder their ability to attract visitors. In order to overcome these challenges, host countries must be creative and willing to think outside the box when it comes to repurposing their World Cup stadiums. Despite these challenges, the benefits of repurposing World Cup stadiums are undeniable. By finding new uses for these structures, host countries can generate revenue, boost their economies, and create valuable community spaces. Furthermore, repurposing stadiums can help to reduce waste and environmental impact, as it is often more sustainable to reuse an existing structure rather than tear it down and build something new. One country that has been particularly successful in repurposing World Cup stadiums is Germany. When Germany hosted the World Cup in 2006, it built several new stadiums.